Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMOM, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMOM Podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMOM Secrets Podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the KetoMOM page. My name is Stephanie. It is approximately lunchtime, so there's a lot of things I want to talk about. I'm going to keep it under 10 minutes. So here's what we're doing on the KetoMOM page. I am coming live morning, afternoon, or night. The lives stay live. You can come back and watch the replay if you don't hit one of them. And I want to give you a keto tip today, a thought for the day. I'm going to give you a word to write down. So if you grab all 5 words Monday through Friday, you're going to enter to win on Saturday to win some ketones. So I gave you a word on Monday. If you did not listen to the live, go watch it. I'm keeping the live short and sweet. Number 2, I gave it to you on Tuesday, yesterday. And today I have a word for you. It's going to be based on a question that I got asked. But as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? What are you having for lunch? I simply ask what you're having for lunch because it gives other people ideas. So my girls are in the kitchen right now. They are making low-carb wraps. Well, we had chicken tacos last night. I'm doing carnivore, so I had a whole bunch of chicken with a little bit of sour cream. We had guacamole or avocado on there. So that's what I just had some avocado. So chicken and avocado. That was yesterday. The girls are eating that for leftovers. So they took the chicken, put it on low-carb tortillas, add some cheese, quesadilla. Easy peasy. What are you having for lunch? Again, like if you go out for lunch, tell us what you ordered. If you're making a better decision, if you packed your lunch, like whatever it is. I like to tell people my favorite things for low-carb lunches are like egg salad or tuna fish salad or low-carb wraps or usually leftovers. We love tacos in our house, so it's something I feel like we have tacos in our fridge all the time. Something super simple to make. So I had a question today, and she had said, hey, I just don't feel like I have all the steps. Like, I just don't feel like I can quite start until I know what I'm doing. Right? And the tip of the day I really want you to understand is this. Like, there's so much information out there that I want you to simply start one thing. It could be like, hey, I'm working on my water intake today. I know I want to eat better, go to the gym, do all these things. But you need to take what you learn from other people. So if you're reading books, right? If you're reading books or listening to podcasts or if you're listening to lives, the point is you should always be learning something. Write it down, and then don't just let it sit in your notebook or your note section on your phone. The secret key, here's the word I'm going to give you for today, is action. So I gave you a word for Monday. It was decide. I gave you a word for yesterday. You have to go watch. Today the word is action. And I want you to know that you just have to take action on something. Go for a walk, right? Or pack your lunch. Or, hey, yesterday I learned about, and then today you put that into action. If you keep learning things and you write it down, but you don't do it, then you didn't actually learn it. Does that make sense? And I get it. There is a lot of stuff floating all over the internet and so many voices and so many things. And so I'm going to say, the word is action today because I want you to think about all of the things that you know, and now you need to actually go and do. Does this make sense? So if you have taken like new action this week, I would love to know what it is. Have you taken any new action, any inspired action on anything? What is it? So so we have our girls reading, like the point of homeschooling. Well, we homeschool our girls. We've got 4 girls. If you're brand new, if you're new, I would love for you to post a new below. I'd love to get to know you. But we pick out books that they're reading. So this is the book that our oldest daughter is reading. And he gives steps throughout the book, and I wanted to share the first part with you. And so really the book is incredible, super simple book to read. We have our 16-year-old reading it. It's 7 Laws of Leadership 3 decisions in life. And then leadership is learning to live. And the first way he starts off this book, which I think is super insightful, he said, here's one of the first steps in leaderships of learning to live. He goes, learning to live begins with developing a positive attitude and your inner vision. He goes, first, you must learn to say something positive to everybody all the time. We've been talking with this about our girls. Like, anybody seen the movie Bambi? And Thumper? And you know how Thumper says, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. And it's interesting because in this book and so many other personal development books, talks about the power of your words and what you're speaking over other people. We showed our girls, actually I should find it and I should put it in my stories, an incredible insight. Like, we talk about the power of our words all the time with our kids. We shared a link. I can't remember who the talk was from, but I'll share it in my stories today, about the power of your words. But this is that, right? Like, are you going throughout your day saying things like, I can't, I won't, you can't, you won't? Like, are you projecting your negative words on other people? Are you doing it on yourself? Or are you taking inspired action to go do the things that you've learned and you need to do, right? And what if you had this new, like, you know what? I'm actually not going to project my negative thoughts on anybody else. I'm actually going to, if I can't say something nice, I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm going to keep it in because that's not going to help anybody. I'll say this. We have incredible grandparents, and one of the grandparents got some really sad news yesterday. So we are working through some of that with the grandma. But one of my most favorite things she said to everybody in the family was, she says, don't you dare say anything negative towards my health. Don't say that I won't beat this. Don't say, like, she outright started her talk off with the family saying, you're not allowed to say anything negative. Anything. You're not allowed to. This is my health. And if you do, you're putting a curse on me. And I thought, oh, she's powerful. She is a powerful warrior. She is incredible. And I want you to think about the words you speak over yourself and other people, right? Like today, the word is action. But in doing that, you're going to take the words and the things you've learned from other people and you're going to put it into action. But if you also take this to heart, you're not going to speak anything over anybody. You're going to work on only saying positive things to everybody all the time that you're around. And if you can't say something nice, just like Thumper says, don't say nothing at all. It's a wise word from a rabbit from a cartoon that was probably made in like 1970. I have no idea. Just guessing. So, how are you doing? How many of you have collected all 3 words so far? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Anybody? I'd love to know. All right. Collaboration is currency. This is not just about me. What are you having for lunch? Share below. My girls had low-carb chicken tacos, quesadillas. I'm eating carnivore, so I'm going to go eat some chicken by itself. I got my blood drawn today. Let's see how it's doing. Actually, I have really great veins, so easy peasy. I am, first of all, I do believe that the older we get, it's important I have been told it's important to check your blood levels quarterly, if not at least a couple of times a year. So we are drawing my blood and testing out my hormones to make sure everything is A-okay. And I am 40. I am going strong, and I want to make sure that I keep going strong. And then I think that's all I had. So if you have any questions, reach out. Hey, I am doing we've got some ketone trials going out. So I feel like my husband discounted them. If you want to know more about trial packs of ketones, if you just need some extra ketones, if you want a trial pack and you've never tried them, it's a supplement. It's a tool that I drink every day. If you need help with your energy or your focus or your appetite control, if you want to feel incredible and helps you make better choices, post trial in the comments and I'll give you some information on that. Otherwise, the third word is from today, Michelle. Today's word is action. If you're collecting all of the words from the videos over this week, today's word is action, so you can write it down. And it's action on not just learning from other people, from books, from podcasts, but like taking the one thing that you're learning. You might learn something from somebody at work, or like my mind just goes every time doesn't matter where I'm at. I could be at the grocery store, and if I hear somebody do something and I think, oh my goodness, that's an incredible lesson, I will stop and teach it to my kids, right? Like you can learn things everywhere you go by observing and listening and watching things to do and not to do. If you're learning about how to be a healthier you, don't just write it down. Don't just absorb it. I want you to take the next action step. So, all right. That is your tip today. Word is action. I hope you guys have an incredible day. I do want to scroll through here and see what you're having for lunch. Gives other people ideas. You can always go to KetoMOMsecrets.com for some recipes. And I do have 4 dogs, so please forgive me. And I'm about to cold plunge. It's okay, Liza. I'm about to cold plunge. So have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.